Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grandma Hershey Cooks. I'm Grandma Hershey, spelled with the U and not an E. So don't get it twisted. Okay. So anyway, our recipes for this show helps people who are allergic to gluten, helps people who are pescatarian. They help people who are diabetic, who have high blood pressure, um, almost any problem that you have. I have a recipe for it. Okay. So my book is going to be hopefully published by somewhere between October and December 1st at the very, very latest. So you'll have it in time for Christmas dinner. Okay. And if it's not done by November, we will be cooking Christmas recipes so that you will still have your Christmas dinner. All right. But we're going to be pushing for no later than December 1st for you to be able to buy Grandma Hershey Cooks first edition. All right. Because I have three in mine along with five Target books. All right. So Grandma Hershey want to help you out because these recipes helped me. All right. So today's recipe, and this is episode 15, we moving right along. So today's recipe is peanut butter cookies, and I call it variety style. We're gonna have fun with the cookies, all right? And so, but right now, I need you to go to those thumbs and click that thumbs up button, then go to subscribe and click subscribe and look for that black bell at the top and click it because that way you will know every time that I'm coming on, okay? Because sometimes I do a little surprise visit, all right? So I need you to do all of that, all right? So now this eating lifestyle I've been doing for 3 years now because I had a health scare. I was about to get put on 4 medications. Oh no, sister girl don't have time for all that. All right. I'm going like, hell, hold up, doc. We need to do a little something different. Can I try to get my numbers down by food? And he gave me 30 days to make a difference. And I mean, I came home and I started praying and I'm going like, I need some help, Lord. And so he directed me to how to make a macronutrient chart for low this and low that. I almost low everything. I'm going like, how in the world I get all the things? And so, which not all the things because I'm not allergic to gluten, but as far as these numbers that the doctor go by, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your A1C. Oh yes. And so my A1C at the time was 8.7. And within a year, it came down to 5.3 and it has stayed down. And my blood pressure was 167 and it came down to the 120s and it pretty much stays there, okay, because of this eating lifestyle. There are 4 foods that I had to give up altogether, but 4 out of all the other stuff that I like, hey, I'm not missing nothing, okay? And then I lost 17, well, I actually lost 27 pounds. But when I stopped charting my meals, and we're going to get into that charting of the meals, I'm going to have some charted meals in the book as well. And that is how I lost those 27 pounds. But when I stopped charting, because I wanted to be realistic, I gained 10 of them back. So 17 have stayed off. It's been 3 years, okay? So Grandma Hershey wants to help you, and she's going to help herself by starting this charting again, all right? We got to get on the ball. We're all in this together, all right? We got to help each other out, all right? So, I want to talk to you today about sorghum flour because it is a part of this recipe. It is a very good flour, and I like to get the Bob's, what's his name? Bob's Red Mill. And I'm sure there's probably other brands, but I've been using Bob's brands of flours and things for a long time, and he has not disappointed. So, Bob, if you want me to endorse you, Sister Girl is looking for some endorsement. All right, I'll take it. Anywho, with sorghum flour, it's a whole grain, but it is not gluten. Okay, so it says it's stone ground from 100% whole grain sorghum with a mild, sweet flavor, ideal for gluten free baking. And I know it's good because I use it in one of my cornbread recipes. I even made a chocolate bundt cake with what was that, mint filling. It was like a mint cream filling that was really good. And I used some of this, and it's great for making pancakes, cakes, cookies, breads, muffins, and the Indian flatbread, which I definitely want to learn how to make. Okay, because Grandma Hershey haven't gotten to the bread yet. So let's cross our fingers and our toes and the cross so that Grandma Hershey can learn how to do some breads next year. Okay. And on the back, they have a gluten-free pound cake recipe. And so this is really a good flour. So it is part of the cookies today. All right. So that's your lesson for the day is sorghum flour. Go out and get some. All right. So I want to give a shout out right now to my new friend, Nisha. I met her this weekend at the WMU conference. It was in Poplar Bluff. And she was talking about how she was allergic to gluten and that she couldn't really find any good sweets and breads and things. And I'm going like, oh, I'm going to have to send you some recipe because I've got some cornbread, I've got some cookies, I got some cake, and everybody got to eat. Okay, that's one of the reasons I get on this show is because I want everybody to enjoy food. Just because we have a restriction does not mean that we can't enjoy our food. So that's part of Grandma Hershey's goal is to help you to still enjoy food while you live with whatever things that you have. Okay, so that's my goal. So I want to shout out to Nisha. And not only that, but she has another thing on Facebook called Mom and Dad's Home Cooking. And I want to shout out to Tim too, because he suggested this. So she was watching the show and her husband asked her, do you know that lady? She said, yeah, I met her. He said, oh, you need to hook her up with Mom and Dad's Home Cooking. And that way you both get, more subscription. I'm going like, yeah, I said, he is correct. So Tim, I want to say I love you and I thank you for that suggestion. Okay. And I didn't even know all of this when I met her. I just knew I need to help her as much as I can. All right. And so she's helping me too. So I just thank you, Nisha and Tim. And one more thing about Nisha, her mother's going to surgery on Friday. And we're asking for everyone who prays, everyone who believes in the power of prayer, that you will pray for her mom, that she will be at peace, that she will be calm, and that the doctor will be able to do what they have to do without any complications. Okay. So if you can pray, then that's all we're asking for. All right. Love you guys. Mwah. Love you. Okay. Now, so for this recipe, the healthy highlights, the calories. Now, this is for one cookie. Don't be going to eat no 10 cookies and tell me, oh, I done gained 5 pounds. Well, I guess you did eat 10 cookies. All right. And these cookies are not tiny. So I suggest you eat only 2 a day. All right. And Grandma Hershey had to tell herself that because her kitchen angel made some last night and Grandma Hershey had a couple of them. Grandma Hershey almost had more than a couple, but she held on. She only had 2. All right. And then she had to have 1 this morning. So I only have 1 left that I can get. Grandma Hershey gonna follow the rules. Okay. And I'm asking you to follow the rules too. So anyway, 1 cookie. Calories 85.8. Saturated fat is 0.6. Sodium is 89.8. The sugar is 5.2. And the fiber is 6.5. And the reason why the fiber be so high in my recipes is because of the erythritol. Erythritol blocks carbs, and that's what fiber does. So for every carb that you have and every fiber, every erythritol that you have, then it will block that amount of carbs. And so the fiber for this erythritol in the 1 cookie, 6.5. All right. So don't go eating a whole bunch of cookies. Then you tell me, I got diarrhea. Well, you done ate a lot of fiber. You can't do that. Okay. Listen to Grandma Hershey. She's not going to steer you wrong. All right. So we're going to go ahead and make this recipe because time is of the essence around here. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our softened margarine. Remember, we talked about that. How you just set it out for a few hours so that it can get soft and be easier to cream. Okay, so we're going to put that margarine in here. And this recipe there is, because we're watching our cholesterol, we have a half a cup of natural peanut butter, and then we have a half a cup of reduced fat peanut butter. And I use the Skippy brand. You can use whatever brand you want, as long as you get that reduced in there somewhere. Okay, so we're gonna throw that in here. Let me slide this back just a little. You see the peanut butter? All right. Gonna put the peanut butter in. It don't want to come out. Don't get crazy with us, peanut butter. We in charge here. We the boss of this hot sauce. All right, there's the good old peanut butter. All right, put that in. Then we take oh, wait a minute, some of my peanut butter trying to stay. No, you get on in there. All right, then we're going to take 2 eggs that is room temperature, because you want room temperature eggs when you're baking things. It blends better, okay? So we're going to put 2 eggs in here. Then we're going to add brown sugar. There is, what is this, a half cup? No, it was 3/4 cups of brown sugar. And when it says packed brown sugar, that means when you put it in your measuring thing, you want to pat it till it's flat. It's when you put it out, it's gonna be the shape of your cup. All right, but this is 3/4 cups of brown sugar. That's the only regular sugar you get. See how that shaped like a bowl? That's how it does. Okay, then we have a half a cup of erythritol. Now you use whatever sweetener that you like. All right, I like erythritol. Plus, it's pretty, look at little diamonds, and that's why I like it. Plus, it doesn't have any side effects for me. So, and it don't have that aftertaste. I can't stand the aftertaste. So if you're not allergic to sugar alcohols and you don't want that aftertaste, use erythritol. But if you like whatever you've been using forever, then use that. Grandma Hershey not gonna be mad. Those your cookies. All right. Okay, we're gonna put that in there. Then we have, okay, so like I did last week, I mixed a teaspoon vanilla flavor with the almond milk. So this is 3 tablespoons of almond milk, the vanilla almond milk, not the nasty kind, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavor. And you have the recipe, okay? There we go. Woo. Now we're going to blend all this stuff together. So we're going to blend this together before we add the flour. All right, let's get to doing. So y'all having a good day today? I think I heard people saying yes. All right. Get this nice and creamy. All right. Now, we are going to, in another bowl, what you're going to do, because you really want to get all your dry ingredients together before you mix them with your wet, okay? I don't know why. They just say that. Seems to work out, all right? So in the dry bowl, you're going to take 1 cup of your almond flour, all right? 1 cup of almond flour. And then you're going to have 1 cup of almond flour. Grandma Hershey washed her hands. Put this little cap over here. And then you got, in this container here, I have, what I have? I got sorghum gum, I know that. I've got 3/4 cups of sorghum flour in here. 1/4 cup of tapioca flour, which I should have showed you that too. I'll show you next week. But the tapioca flour, it looks like powdered sugar, but it's not. I'll tell you a funny story. I tried to order me some tapioca flour. I really thought that I ordered tapioca flour. I get this big old bag of coconut flour. What am I doing with that when I already got coconut flour? Because they look just alike. So make sure if you're getting tapioca flour, that it says tapioca flour. Okay, don't be like me and be half asleep ordering stuff. All right. So anyway, it's a 1/4 cup of tapioca flour, 3/4 cup of sorghum flour. And then I put 1 teaspoon of xanthan gum because you need that whenever you're using gluten-free flours. You need xanthan gum because gluten is a binder. And since you're not using gluten, you need xanthan gum and it is a binder. Okay, so we're going to put that here in this bowl. Oh, and it also has 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda and 3/4 teaspoon of Mediterranean sea salt. And I try to get as less sodium as I can. And that's the best I could do for these cookies. Okay, so we got that in here, and I'm going to use this little gadget to stir all that together. And get our little dry ingredients all stirred up. Woohoo! You want to play together. Then we're going to combine that into our creamy peanut butter mixture. Peanut butter. I like peanut butter. You like peanut butter. We like peanut butter too. That's for free. Oh, what is fun? What's the why would you cook and not have fun? That's what I'm trying to say. All right. So we're gonna stir this a little bit because we don't want no powdery mess. Gonna stir it just a little bit. Let's stir it in some. I like folding it in so it don't fly everywhere. Grandma Hershey don't like no mess. Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and use the beaters and blend the rest of it. We're gonna make this nice and creamy. Okay. All right. So you may notice that while I am using the mixture, I don't be talking that much because what I noticed in the past is if I'm talking while the mixer is going, then it goes in and out to do something wonky. So anyway, I'm trying just to be pretty and be quiet at the same time when I use the mixer. Okay. So you're not tripping. You're not going crazy. I wasn't talking. So now the mixture is not going to be the hard dough kind that you take out and roll with your hand and push down with a fork. That's not how this works. So this is it's kind of creamy like. So you're going to use, and it's a kind of thickness, and you're going to use a tablespoon to dip it out with. Now, the fun thing that we did with this peanut butter, because this is your basic peanut butter cookie batter. So the fun thing is that, and this is also Nisha's idea. She said, do you make thumbprint cookies? You know, the one with the little Hershey Kisses in it? I'm going like, I haven't done that yet, but I do have an idea. These little miniature Reese's cups, they could be used kind of like a thumbprint. I'm gonna take some dough out, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to take a tablespoon of the dough, and I'm going to put it on this baking sheet. Okay. And then you're going to gently but slightly mash it just a little with your gadget spoon, whatever. And then you can take your little Reese's peanut butter cup and stick it in the middle. So when it bakes, it's going to be similar to a thumbprint. You're going to have a peanut butter print. Okay, and then now my kitchen angels did yesterday, they took portions of the batter out, and then they added little things to it to have a variety of cookies. So this one is the Reese's peanut butter Reese's Pieces thing with the little cups. Okay, so you'll take some of your batter out and you'll mix that in and take those little cups out first, and then you can just put those in the center of your peanut butter. Okay, and then another variation is the peanut butter chips. Okay. And I mean, they taste good. So if you really like peanut butter, you want to use some of these because then you're going to get peanut butter. Okay. And so I did that to one batch with my kitchen angels. Did that to one batch and they came out good. And then the other variations that they did was they used the chocolate chips. So you just, all you have to do, if you know how many variations you're going to have, just take it out the amount, separate it into separate bowls, stir it in, and then scoop it out. And you have a variety style of peanut butter cookies. And then just your regular is just without adding anything to it. So there's 4 different cookies out of one batch. And one batch made 32 cookies. And I'm gonna show you what my kitchen angels did right quick. Okay. So this is what they came up with. Smooth this out of the way. Woohoo! This is what they came up with. I don't want to get nothing on myself. Can you see it? So here's the ones with the peanut butter cup. Isn't that pretty? This one is just the regular peanut butter. This one has the peanut butter chips in it. If you can see that. And then there's the ones with the chocolate chip. So what you want to do, because I forgot to tell you how to bake it. So once you put it in the oven, then you only want to cook it for like 10 to 15 minutes, depending on your oven. So you're looking for a slightly, like the one I already picked up and touched, your slightly brown edges, okay? Because see, they're going to be done on the bottom. And then you want them to cool for 15 minutes in the pan, and then take them off and put them on a baker's rack, on a little rack pans, and let it cool until it's completely dry. And then you have delicious, wonderful peanut butter cookies. And Grandma Hershey wanted to make sure they're not poison, okay? So we're going to take one of these chocolate chips since I touched it already. That means I got 2 more cookies because I touched them. I'll give the rest away. Anywho, so you want to take this cookie and break it. Can you see all that? Ooh, wee! Grandma Hershey ain't playing. I wish you was here to have some too. Anywho, put this to the side. That's Grandma Hershey cookie. I'll put it right there. That's Grandma Hershey cookie. Anybody don't get on that? Okay. So, what I need you to do is hit those thumbs up, subscribe with the black bell, and then I need you to share this video with as many people as you know. Okay? Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your enemies, because everybody got to eat. Okay. So that is all for that. So next week, Grandma Hershey gonna try something new. We're gonna make a strawberry cheesecake. And I'm not talking about the New York cheesecake with the strawberries on top. Grandma Hershey talking about strawberry cheesecake. That's next week at 5:30. All right? Be here or don't be here. You can catch it when you can. All right? But just catch it. All right? Now remember, Grandma Hershey loves you. And she won't steer you wrong. And she is trying to help you as much as she can because she needs help just like you need help. And we're all in this together. I will see you next week. I love you. Have a great rest of your week. Mwah!